All right. We are live. We are freaking live. How's everyone doing? Hang on, I'm trying to send a message really quick. What's up, Aberdeen Blade, Lord Neum? Just Nate at work listening. Right on, buddy. How is everybody? It's freaking Thursday. It's almost Friday. This week actually went by kind of fast, which is amazing. Amazing. How is everybody? Merso is here. Crispy Critter and Ryan D. What's up, dude? I do have a massive announcement. Once we have like 25, 30 people in here, then I'll do the announcement. But it's a biggie. It's a biggie. It's a big one. Aaron B, Daily Knife. What's up, dudes? So I just made a huge purchase. Did I finally get the legendary Boker? No, I did not. That is not the announcement. Jay Gio. Hello, sir. Yo, yo. Trakovich. I'm in Florida, raising hell. Nice, man. Trake in Florida. Duty's selling all knives to focus on GEC only. No, the purchase I made was not a GEC. Not a GEC, folks, but I just spent, let's see. I just spent the most I've ever spent on a knife. Just now, like literally right before I started the stream. Aaron, you're cheating. You saw my Instagram. Yes, I bought a Sebenza 31. I decided to get the drop point. I don't know. There's something about that classic drop point blade shape on the Sebenza that I don't know. I really like it. And, it's a low enough tip where it's going to do fine with utility cutting. So it'll be like more versatile, I think. So yeah, I sold a bunch of knives to be able to afford this. And it hurt me, but I sold my Chavez kickstop, which that was the one that hurt the most. I sold my Kunwu Pulsar, and I sold a group of 3 budget knives. I still have my PM2 for sale. And then there was one more I forget. But anyways, I sold all those knives so that I could buy a Chris Reeve because I felt like it was time. I felt like it was time for me to have a Chris Reeve. I'm at that point in my life and in my knife. I'm at that point in my knife collecting career that I think I will really be able to appreciate a Sebenza. Early on in my knife collecting career, I don't think I would have really gotten it, Recently, not recently, in the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, I've been less focused on fidgetiness and more focused on utility, I think. So that's kind of was the beginning of me buying a Chris Reeve, I think. Joseph Jones, what's up, dude? Bought my most expensive knife ever, which to a lot of people isn't expensive. Cool, man. What'd you get? There's tiers for everything. I know, when you first start collecting knives, $50 is like a shit ton. And then as time goes on and you buy knives, your tolerance for prices goes up and up and up and up. I bought an S45V, and actually, I'll show you the exact version that I bought. I bought it from a website I have never bought from before, but I checked on Chris Reeve's list of authorized dealers, and they're on there, so it's not like it's sketchy or anything. It was called Castlegate. Castlegate.com. Oh, our boys in love? What? Is that what you're doing in Florida? Buddy. Oh, it's so cute. I'm so happy for you, bud. Kind of jealous, too. You're going to like this here case. Good balance of traditional and modern. Yeah, that's another thing. Or another reason I think I'm going to really dig the Sebenza right now is because, I'm into more traditionals now. So it's like a good mix of that. Exactly. Appreciate the slow roll. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to. Gunslinger's nice. Yeah. That's the one Jack Wolf that I was actually pretty tempted to buy. So this is the Sebenza that I bought right here. It's an inlay version too, with the natural micarta inlay, and it's almost like a side cut micarta, which is kind of cool looking. But yeah, this is it, man. Look at that thing. $600. Holy shit. Holy freaking shit. But I'm excited. I know. It's fucking crazy, man. I think the most I've ever spent on a knife before this was $400. Baxter's Blades. Hello, sir. How are you? How are you, buddy? I think that's a new name. How are you? Welcome in. Always a market for CRK if you ever want to sell. Yeah, that's another thing that kind of helped me ease into it, because I realized that, if for some reason I don't like it, then I'll just sell it. Maybe I'll lose like $20-$30, but whatever, Yes, I am. Yeah, this will be my first Chris Reeve knife. Yep. I'm gonna finally see what everyone is talking about. I have no idea what to expect. What's up, Mimo? How's it going, buddy? Interested to see, or you won't not like it. Yeah, one and doneers. Yeah, I mean, what if I get this and I sell all my other knives? For that money, you could have bought 15 to 20 Boker Mermaids. That is true. That is very true. I wonder if I made the right choice. Work knife or just collection? Provided I get it in hand and initially like it, then yes, it will be a work knife. If I get it and I'm like, I'm not too sure about this thing, I might keep it, not scratched, to kind of wait and feel it out and kind of just carry it around and not hard use it, just to kind of see. But if I get it in hand and I'm like, oh yeah, then yes, I will put it to use for sure. A CRK and a GEC is all you need. I know, man. Fuck. It is like, I mean, they are like the knifiest knives ever. You know. Surprised you didn't go for the Insingo blade, knowing your. I know. I'm actually surprised at myself too. So I was bouncing back and forth between the Inkosi with the Insingo blade and this Sebenza drop point. All day I was going back and forth, watching videos on them, thinking about it. For a while, I was about to buy the Inkosi, and then I swung back to the Sebenza, back and forth. Finally, I thought, you know what? I really like the classic look of the drop point Sebenza. It's got a really versatile drop point blade, so it'll still be able to do utility cuts. And just the look of it, I think, it's really good looking knife. And the Insingo blade shape looks good too, but I don't know, there's something about the drop point, man. Just kind of got me. Sold the majority of my collection in Kosi and 2 Sebenzas. My baby is the large Sebenza Insingo blade with black micarta. Nice. Very nice. For a while, I was actually torn on whether to get a large or a small too. And then I realized that the small is actually like really small, and the big is actually like pretty big. It's like a big jump. I almost wish there was a medium. If there was a medium Sebenza, I would have absolutely bought that one. But I figured I would rather have it be a little bit big than a little bit too small, so I went with the large. The large one has just over a 3.5-inch blade, and the small one has just under a 3-inch blade. So it's small. Most people say when they get it, it's smaller than they thought it would be. Be patient. It takes a while to really break in. Okay. All right. And it comes with its own type of grease, right? Fluorinated grease. Yeah. Any of you Chris Reeve guys out there, tell me all the tips I need to know about these, because I have one on the way. Insingo is definitely the best of their offering, but the drop point is pretty sexy and dreamy to use. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I really like both. Who knows? If I really like this, maybe I'll start saving up for. Maybe I'd get like an Nkosi with the Insingo or something like that. Had to go want to be a Rosie for sure. I actually entered a Rosie, the last Rosie lotto. I know. If I won, I would have bought it, and then I would have had to sold a lot of knives after that, but I would have bought it. I mean, how many people do you think are entering those things? It's got to be a shit ton, right? There was 40 spots total. There was 4 different configurations you could choose from. So 10 spots for each knife, or 10 knives per. I mean, is it like thousands of people in there? I don't know. I have no idea. I wish I knew. Happy Actus is going for drop point over Insingo. Okay. All right. CRK is nice. Handled a few, just not my style at the moment. Still like fidgety stuff. Yeah, I think that's the big distinction between people that are into CRKs and people that aren't. People that like to fidget don't like them. People that are okay with not fidgeting like them. Kind of, that's the majority, it seems like. And I definitely like to fidget, full show. But it's becoming a little less important to me lately than it was before. But don't get me wrong, I love me a good fidgeter. Definitely like the inlay pattern on the 31 more. You're talking about this one, right? As opposed to like the 2 pieces. I don't like those 2 pieces things either, where there's like 2 little, I don't know. there's like 2 different lines of inlay. It looks weird to me. Anyone affected by the Canadian wildfires? That's all I can see from miles. Hard to ride my e-bike. Oh, damn. I didn't know. I didn't know there were fires up there. I don't watch the news at all, so that sucks. The large felt small to me. Damn. Well, you've got big hands, right? The small is just too small. Yeah. That's kind of what I thought too. I'm glad that I watched some more videos on the small because I forget whose it was. Someone did a video where they were putting up other knives as size comparisons, and once I saw it up against like a PM2, I was like, what the fuck? That's like way, way smaller than I thought it was. Holy shit. The Imamba is a medium Sebenza with cage bearings. You know, I actually thought about the Imamba too when I was considering, buying a Chris Reeve. They're really, really, really sweet, man. But something about having a washer knife. I've been kind of into washer knives lately with my TRMs, and all my work knives are washer knives, every single one. All my Spydercos, Well, I'll carry a bearing knife here and there to work, but mostly washer knives. You will love it. I can't wait. Use their grease, don't KPL it. Okay. All right. Pizza, what's up, dude? How are you? Tuner perfectly. It'll be snappy as hell. I can slow whirl or stud flick mine with ease. Okay. Can you thumb flick it right out of the box, or do you have to like break it in first? I thought you heard 1,500 per lotto. Wow. Okay. I mean, yeah, that is a shit ton of people. It's probably like at least 500 per. I don't know. What's up, CPM? Good to see you, buddy. The older you get, the more you enjoy tight things. Yeah, that's funny. The single piece looks way better. Yeah, it does, right? I don't like the which CRK do they do those funky inlays on? Is it the Nkosi? The inlaid Nkosi? Let's see. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it just looks weird. Funky. Like why? Why you do that? Get pocket junk haptic devices for therapeutic fidgeting. Knives are meant to be tools for cutting. Yeah. I like to fidget with knives. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Maybe when I get the CRK, I will maybe get a fidgety thing. I don't know. But I do feel very satisfied with like the walk and talk of a slip joint, or the roll and snap of a lockback. I really like that. That to me is becoming kind of fidgety in its own way. No, you didn't miss it. Oh, we got 54 people. All right, let's do the announcement. I haven't even been paying attention. Let's do the announcement. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I got a notification. The 20CV Spyderco server is on DLT. Is it there right now, or is it like coming soon, or what's the deal? Gonna try for the 72. I thought about it. I don't know. Yeah, are GEC lockbacks like snappy, or is it just like a really lazy close all the way to shut, or is it kind of like, or is it like the case copper lock where you kind of still get like a snap at the end here? if it's got a snap like this, then that's what I like. But I tried a lock back recently. Actually, it's right here. I bought this recently. This is the Schrade old timer that they started making in the USA again. So this is a USA made old timer. And I opened it up. It was, well, first of all, it was way off center. I'm returning this. Way off center. And it had a really lazy close. Like you disengage the lock back and it's just soft all the way down. No click, no nothing. And I didn't like that. So this I like, though. This is great. So I don't know. Somebody tell me if GEC's lockbacks do a little snap or no. Got me a set. Oh, nice. Spear point. Hell yeah, buddy. Which micarta did you get? Someone told me today that there were only micarta versions left. Love the S90V Yo Jumbo. Oh, yeah, you got a Yo Jumbo. Carried pretty well. Slightly thinner scales in the shot. Okay. That's good to hear. It carries well. Would you ever sell your tie 80-20.5? No. The only way I would sell that is if I got like a 80-20 or a different 80-20.5. But I won't be without an 80-20 or 0.5. I keep hitting the send button too fast. Oh, I have a spear point, Warncliffe, ORJ. Nice. So you have, okay, yeah, you don't have the sheep's foot yet. Those are the two best ones, I think, actually. The sheep's foot's good too, but the Warncliffe's just better because it's a full flat grind. I'm just sorry. I'm trying to catch up on the chat, and then we'll do the announcement. They're coming too quickly. I might have to skip some. Sorry, guys. Skipping the old timer brew. Yeah, this is the Bruin right here. This is the Bruin. It was so off center that it was rubbing. There was a scuff mark on the blade, and yeah, exactly. There's no snap. There's no snap at all. Check out the Rough Rider Reserve lock stock. Lockback with walk and talk? Really? Shit, okay. Let me write that down really quick because that sounds right up my alley. RRR lock stock. Sweet, thank you. No, it works, but it only works for the ORJs. It doesn't work for the other knives on there. Only for the Ohio River Jacks. Oh, nice. You got a Yo Jumbo coming too. S90V, baby. Hell yeah. Cretan. What's up, dude? What's up, dude? All right, I'm almost caught up. All right, we're caught up. All right, announcement time. All right. So, here's what happened. And it's actually thanks to one of you guys, one of my subscribers. This is all thanks to one of you guys. So, I recently got a message from Marianne at TRM, Three Rivers Manufacturing. Marianne is I believe she's the owner or part owner. She sent me a message on Instagram saying somebody shared, I think it was the shadow I think it was the shadow video I did. She said someone shared your shadow video onto our Facebook group, and I watched it and I really liked it. We're so happy that you liked the knife, and so on. I said, that's awesome. I really, I love the knife. And I asked her a few questions about the knife, and then we, talked back and forth for a little bit. And she said, I want to send you a knife to give away to your subscribers. So she did. She sent me a TRM that you guys are going to be able to win. So that's the big announcement. The giveaway announcement and entry video is going to come out in the morning. And you guys will need to watch that video to learn how to enter. It's just something where you have to comment under the video, but you need to watch the video because there's a keyword. You need to put a keyword in your comment. So watch that video. It'll be out tomorrow morning. And hell yeah, I'm so stoked. I'm more excited that I get to give it away than if it was mine. I am so stoked. Just to be able to give something away to you guys. It's fucking awesome. So I'm going to show you the knife. Oh, and there's some other goodies. Let me show you the goodies first. You're also going to get a TRM Velcro patch that she sent. I was tempted to keep this for myself, but I'm not going to. You're also going to get a titanium TRM keychain. Titanium, very, very nice and smooth. And she sent me some O-rings for the thumb studs, but I need some. So if you win the knife, let me know which color you want, and I'll put it on your knife for you before I send it. But I need to keep the other ones because I don't have any for my Atom. But let me know if you want, a white, black, or blue one, and I'll put it on for you. So you get two goodies. Get the patch, titanium keychain, and a natural micarta Atom, baby. Holy shit. Look at this puppy. Woo-hoo. This is so sick, dude. If I didn't have the titanium one, this is the one I would get. Because this natural micarta is going to like patina and get darker. It's going to look so freaking good when you get it all like, I don't know, braked in and all nice. The detail on this thing is perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's actually a little smoother than mine. I don't know why. But the D10 is absolutely perfect on this one. It's perfect on mine too, but just the drop is a little bit smoother. I mean, it's an insanely good knife. You guys know about it already probably. Really thin blade stock. I did a cut test with this knife, and it did really almost better than any of my other knife. Any of my other knives, I mean. It's an absolutely insane cutter. The 20 CV is a 20 CV blade. The 20 CV is heat treated to perfection. This thing holds a sticky edge. I think better than any 20 CV I've ever tried, or M390. It's just, they did it right, man. Scales are contoured. It's really, the whole thing's pretty thin, but it's not too thin to where it's like uncomfortable. Choke up spot. I mean, it's just a perfect EDC knife. So one of you guys will win this. Can't wait for an unknown account win it. Is that a joke, or is that like something that, are you saying like there's bots or something? What do you mean? Because I want to make sure that, I want to make sure that we do it the right way. If there's something I don't know, then let me know. Such an awesome knife, grail of mine for a long time. Yeah. Gratifying feeling, give something away. Just did my 1K giveaway. It was such a cool feeling. Watch the winner unbox the prize. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, man. Congrats on 1,000, by the way. Yeah. I love giving shit away. Love it. Natty Micarta. I think that's my favorite Micarta. Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. We are on top of that, by the way. Cretan, send me a message on Instagram, Cretan. What was I saying? Yeah, we are on top of that. We are aware that there have been multiple, sometimes multiple accounts entering on giveaways. Usually it's on the live streams. And there are a few that we're aware of. And if one of those wins, then we'll deal with it. But it's going to go to someone legit. I will make sure of that. Specify no strangers. How would that work? You should do that one in a live, and the winner must be present. I could, but part of the benefit of doing it this way is your video gets a bunch of views because, everyone watches the video to comment on it. So it's kind of like helping us both out. But I mean, I don't really need the views, so maybe I should do that. I don't know. I'll think about it. Anyone that could put a factory-looking sharpening tool on CPM S90V? Yeah, I could do that for you, buddy. I've cut in a bunch of sharpening coils. I have a die grinder with carbide bits. Members only would be viable, but that excludes people. Yeah, I don't want to do members only. Because there's people that can't afford to be members or just don't want to be members, and I want it to be for everybody. Yeah. They state no strangers. Okay, yeah, I mean I could do that. I don't know if that'll really prevent anyone from entering. I don't know, but I guess it doesn't hurt to say it. Post a video, have people comment on that video, then draw on a live in the video industry. Yeah, I could do it that way. So they have to comment on the video and then mention in the video, the live stream is going to be on this date at this time, and you have to be there if you want to win. Yeah, that might work. Does anyone else agree with that? Yeah, I know, man. I know. I do too. I want to do it the best way because it's the nicest thing I've ever given away, been able to give away. Pizza says good. Mark says good. It should work. Okay. Maybe we'll do that. But there is the thing where, like, what if they're working and they can't make it to the live stream? That's a thing too. I don't know. I'll think about it, and you'll find out. Because I already recorded the video, but if I change my mind and decide to do it differently, the video might come out over the weekend instead of tomorrow. But you'll see it when it comes. They must be present. Yeah, but what about the, what if someone's working? What if they got to work, Don't like the you must be present clause. Give them 24 to 48 hours, especially if there's someone who participates a lot. Yeah. You mean 24 to 48 hours to claim the prize? Mostly always working when giveaways like that happen. Believe it's a good system. Works well for the people who make the time slot. Yeah. Comment require bringing the live. Seems like the only other way other than a regular giveaway. Okay. Well, I'll think about it. Thanks for the suggestions. It could be a thing. Oh, by the way, pizza operator's a new member. What's up, dude? Hell yeah. Thanks, buddy. I'm sure you probably know, but now you can watch all the members only videos. They're all in a playlist. They come out every weekend, a new one. And you can go back and watch the old ones now too if you want. And you can use the cool emojis. Thanks, buddy. Very good to have you. Oh, yeah. And if you want to be in the members only group chat on Instagram, let me know and I'll add you on there. It might be time for a new change out one of the emojis if anyone has a suggestion. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Tell them like it's going to be at this specific time that I'm going to actually do the drawing during the live. So if someone's working, they can just like pop out for a second. Usually working during the lives. Would that work for you, Cheeto? If I said I'm going to be drawing the names at exactly 6:30 on Thursday night, you'd be able to pop out really quick and see if you won? Are you ever going to make a slip shot? I would love to, dude. I'd really love to. They seem like they'd be simpler to make than like a modern folder, but it is pretty tough, and I'm not sure that I have the tools for that. But I would have to do a little more research to see what exactly is involved. That'd be so cool, though. Right on, buddy. Thanks for hanging out, man. Happy Friday. Unless they don't have a signal. Yeah, that's true. But we'll try to accommodate everybody, but it's going to be impossible to accommodate everybody. Works for you, so you could pop out for a minute. Okay. Maybe that's what we'll do. Usually solo, so nobody cares what I do. Yeah. Yeah. I usually work by myself too. But sometimes my boss is around. Sometimes he's walking around the shop. But if I'm like watching a video or something, I'm listening in my headphones, and my phone is like in my truck or something, playing the video. Truckers don't get brakes. Oh, you're a trucker, huh, Johnny? Cool. What kind of truck do you drive? Peterbilt? I don't know much about trucks, but I do work in a shop that works on trucks and trailers. We have I work on end dump trailers, belly dump trailers, pneumatic trailers, goosenecks, all kinds of them. Suncut Slashkin. Wicked geometry. Practice with thin as hollow. Is that a new Suncut? I haven't even heard of that one. Let's look it up. Slashkin. In the sticks, y'all. You mean you can't get reception for the giveaway, or are you just saying it? you're out in the sticks in general. Well, obviously you have at least Wi-Fi because you're here right now. You get slip joint kits. Oh, really? How does that work? It's like you buy a kit for a pattern, a specific pattern, or what? Hey, Richard, what's up, man? What'd you miss? Big giveaway announcement. TRM was very, very nice to send me an Atom, brand spanking new, to give away to you guys. So the entry video will be out in the next day or two. So watch that to learn how to enter to win this bad boy. And I'm going to, after the live, I'm going to put it back in the box and not touch it because I don't want to get the micardy dirty. The micardy dirty. Hell yeah, it's freaking awesome. What's up, drink water? That's a good reminder. I need to do that. Oh, you're on a Freightliner. What are you pulling? What are you pulling out there? Out there on the asphalt jungle. Is that something truckers say? How'd you like the bench made proper? I want custom scales for it. I actually really liked the whole design. Just that mushy back spring kind of was a turnoff. It wasn't even that it was weak. It was actually like really just gritty feeling in there too. So I don't know. If I could have somebody replace the back spring in there with like a nice strong back spring with a good half stop, I might even buy another one. But I ended up selling mine. But I did like the overall knife. The micarta on it was really good quality. I liked the blade shape. I had the Shoopsfoot one. Yeah, I liked it. Kevin, new member. What's up, dude? Thank you, man. Hell yeah. You know what's up? You get all the members only videos and the emojis and all the good stuff. I feel like you might have been a member before. Maybe you were gifted one before. I can't remember. But either way, welcome, Kevo. I'll do a song at the end for everybody. Grease up the micarta for us. Yeah. I'll eat some sausages with my bare hands, and then I'll just rub my little grubby mitts all over it. Selling your PM2? Yeah. I'm selling my PM2, but I have another PM2 because I carry this PM2 a lot more. So what happened was, where's the other? There it is. This is my original PM2, an S45VN, and it used to have these titanium scales on it. But I switched them because I just carry this Warncliffe one a lot more. So now my Warncliffe one has the nice titanium scales, and this one has these micarta scales, which are really nice, but I just like the titanium better. So yeah, this one's for sale, S45VN, which I wish this one was S45VN, but it's okay. S30V, or at least Spyderco's S30V is good too. But yeah, I wouldn't be selling it if it was my only PM2 because You got to have at least a PM2. Teal G10 S90V PM2 is so Cali. I love it. Yeah, that's such an insane deal, man. Isn't that like less expensive than just a regular PM2? That's so crazy. I don't even know how they do that, or why they're doing that. Is there gonna be a live with Jason this week? Yeah, there'll be one tomorrow night. Got to get Sharif on. Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. I know he's been super busy because he's coming out with his knife. But it'd be worth it. It would be worth an ask. I always like talking to him. I'll see if I can get him on. Agreed. Every knife guy needs a PM2. Yeah. I think so. But if you don't like it, that's fine. It's just a classic. You know? This Warney is just so freaking badass as fuck. It's big. If you don't pick up a PM2 for a while, like if you carry small knives for a week or something, and then you go to pick up a PM2, you're like, whoa, damn. Bam. Oh yeah, we got I gotta do some kind of Lin emoji. Spang on into his back. Something with spanging on into his back. Sometimes I'll just think about that during the day and I'll just start laughing. It's so funny. Right on, Kev. Thanks for hanging out, man. I'll see you soon, buddy. Shaman more than my PM2. Yeah, I think I do too in general. Yeah. I think I do too. My PM2 is 15V and it is everything everyone says it is. Yeah. It really is. And I got to say, in fact, did I even upload that yet? Hang on. I did another, did I? I did another battle between S90V and 15V. No, I didn't upload it yet. That'll come out soon. But I did a battle between S90V and 15V because those are kind of the two top tippy top blade steels. We did, what did we do? We did M4 and K390. That was really close, but I think the K390 did just slightly better. It was so slight, though. I really think it was a tie, but I don't know. And then we did S90V and what was the other one? S90V and M4. Yeah, we did M4, S90V. And the S90V just stayed stickier, like sticky sharp for a little bit longer. And it cut the paper a little bit better at the end. Even though both were like breezing through the paper, even after all the cutting, the S90V just did a little bit better. So I did the S90V against the 15V. The boss of all blade steels. So you guys will see that soon. Oops. It was epic. It was an epic showdown. But there is a winner. And it was very, very close again. But there is a winner. Have actually never held a shaman, and I have a PM2 N3, and man, I just got to get a shaman. You know, I was the same way for a pretty long time. I've only had a shaman for like, when did the 15V shamans come out? I don't know, like 4 or 5 months ago. So yeah, that whole time before that, I never had a shaman or even tried one. I don't know why. I always liked it. I always liked the look. But, you know, they're a little more expensive than, you know, the PM2s and the Manixes. So that's probably has something to do with it. But man, when I got one, when I saw how unbelievably comfortable it was, I fell in love with it. It's just so unbelievably comfortable. Nemo started with a shaman. Oh wow. That's more rare, I feel like. I feel like most people start with a pair of 3 or 2. 2 or 3. 15v1. You don't know that? You don't know that, dude? Flipper delete. Custom micarta amalgam on the way. Ooh. Damn, dude. Speaking of deletes, has anyone deleted the nub off of their shaman? And I'm kind of glad I didn't, because when I first got this, I almost did it. I almost ground the nub off, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because now when I see pictures of shamans without the nubs, they look a little weird to me now. I don't know if that's just because I'm used to the nub or what. Like if it never had a nub, we would just be used to it and we would like it without it. But I don't know. Pizza's got to run. Right on, man. Have a good night. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Can't find the perfect shaman I want to pull the trigger on. That's kind of how I was too. I was kind of waiting for one, and then I had a chance to buy one of these 15V ones, and I had to. Yours has a nub still, yeah. Bought a CME. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like some people feel like the nub hitting your finger is a problem. For me, it's not, because I swing the knife shut, and it kind of just pushes my finger back out when the knife's already closed. It's taking my finger out for me. It's not a problem for me. It's just it's just not a problem. But maybe people use the compression lock a little different, or they have different kind of fingers. Choke up on the shaman, yeah. It's probably one of the most comfortable choke ups ever. Everyone's first knife. Are you talking about like once we kind of got into the knife game, or like first? Cretan's leaving too. Right on, buddy. Thanks for hanging out, man. Always good to see ya. First knife when I was a child, I think it was a buck 110 knockoff. Didn't have the strength to push the lock. Damn. Was that, did your dad give it to you, or who gave it to you? Yeah, Aaron's got some really sick shaman skills. Really, really, really sweet. I'll get something like that eventually. I've just been distracted. Had some cheap Chinese serrated Spyderco knockoff, and then got a buck vintage select large and loved it. Sweet. I can't remember my first knife ever. It probably was, actually, I think it was that buck, buck fixed blade that my dad gave me. This one right here. If you watched my Father's Day video, I think this was my first knife. I don't remember what my first folder was. But the first knife I bought when I started like getting into the knife world, the knife community, was a Rat 2. Ontario Rat 2. A cheap NATO OTF, nice. A clone buck 110 from the Pakistan. Wow. Canadian tire for $10. 9 years old? Wow. Hell yeah. I feel like parents nowadays are a lot less likely to give their kids knives than they were back in the day. Older brother was obsessed with knives, probably stole it out of his room. Nice. There are some good things about having an older brother. I wouldn't know because I am the oldest. But I can imagine. What the fuck is 3V? It's a ding dang knife. It's a knife steal. That's a knife steal, buddy. First was a Swiss Army or knockoff. I don't know, but it was like a Swiss. Yeah, there's a lot of those like really cheap, like Swiss Army looking knives. There's a ton of those. Speaking of knockoffs, I went to the smoke shop a couple days ago, which I never go to, but I was getting groceries next door anyways, and I needed some more jewel pods, and they had some unbelievably like gas station-y knives in there. I gotta next time I go in there, I'll take a little video. It was unbelievable, unbelievably bad. My son is 8 and 6, and they have their own knives. Yeah, I think that's good, man. I think that's good to teach them. It's a good way to teach a kid responsibility. I think, because there's safety rules with a knife. You have to take care of it. You have to make sure you don't lose it. I think it's a good way to teach. Teach a little bit of responsibility. 3V is tough as shit. Yes. Yeah, it's tough as shit and doesn't have amazing edge retention, but it's decent. It's mostly tough though. My older brother had one of those Rambo knives screw-on cap with the compass. Yeah, I think it was his first fixed blade he bought. Those used to be really popular, probably because the Rambo movies were coming out. I think you can still get some. I think you can. I saw those at Harbor Freight recently. It was like a big old. I actually have a funny story about that. About the Harbor Freight knife. So, like I said, I work in a shop where they work on diesel trucks, and our old mechanic had quit and got a different job. So my boss hired a new mechanic. He was this older guy, kind of a big guy, walked with a limp, and he was just he was a gross guy. You guys know what I mean, where like he would walk around the shop barefoot sometimes, like his hands were always just filthy, like he never washed his hands. He would like, I don't know, he was a gross guy. His toolbox was always nasty. And he was one of those guys that would tell you stories. And I could always tell that they were either greatly embellished or absolute complete bullshit. So he told me a bunch of them, but the one that stands out, there's two that stand out. He told me that he was a veteran, which he may have been, but he told me that he worked in a part of the military where they were testing weapons. And he was at one of these testing sites when they were testing a laser beam weapon, a weapon that was a laser. And he said that he saw this weapon cut a tank in half. Well, maybe. I don't know what they have, but that sounds pretty unbelievable. Who knows? But the reason I'm pretty sure he was bullshitting was because of this next story. He told me, or no, he didn't. I was walking by his toolbox one day, I looked down and I saw this big fixed blade knife. It was like the Rambo one, right? Like big. So I think it had serrations on the backside, and the screw cap on the butt and everything. And I was like, "Oh, cool, man. Let me see your knife. Where'd you get it?" And he said, "Oh yeah, this was standard issue. Um, this was standard issue for the Marines when I was a Marine." I was like, "Oh, cool, man." I was looking at it, and I could tell obviously it wasn't, because it was a piece of shit. But I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, cool, man. Yeah, so this is pretty old, huh?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah, it's really old, but it's held up really well." And then the next day, I was at Harbor Freight, and I look over, and there's the exact same knife hanging up in Harbor Freight for like $10. Oh my god! So that's why I don't really believe the cutting the take in half story, because I knew that I knew that he was a bullshitter at that point. Fucking guy. He was a piece of shit though, because he actually he got fired and he left the Snap-on guy with like a couple $1,000 bill, and didn't have a card on file, or maybe he did, and then I don't know, whatever the situation, he didn't pay the guy, and the Snap-on guys looked around for him, couldn't find him. Eventually caught up to him. He was working at a shop down the street, and he never said if he got his money back, but yeah, he was a piece of shit. People who test military weapons don't talk about it. Yeah, yeah. I was in the Marines for 5 years and didn't get a knife. That's not cool, man. It seems like you should get a knife. You did get a bayonet. Okay, well at least you got something. Seems like you should get a knife though. Never got my standard issue knife. So there is a thing where there is a standard issue knife, or no? It seems like they would get like some kind of fixed blade, right? Or maybe you're responsible for getting that stuff yourself. I don't know. Freaking sharks with freaking laser beams on their freaking heads. Freaking cut a tank in half. We don't have lasers that strong. Speaking of lasers, have you guys ever watched those? There's a YouTube channel called Hacksmith, and they've come, I think, the closest to building a real lightsaber. And it's kind of not really good, but it is like probably the closest thing right now, at least, to a lightsaber. It's not using lasers; it's using like really hot. It's almost like an oxygen acetylene torch, but it gets longer. It gets kind of long. It doesn't get like as long as a real lightsaber, but it cuts through like real thin metal. So there's that. It certainly looks pretty cool, and you have to wear like a backpack too. So it's more like a proto. I think they call it a proto saber. I mean, it's like has to be attached to a backpack or some kind of thing you wear on your belt or something. Got a summarized Article 15, but not issued a blade. What is that? What's Article 15? Most packed a Gerber or some other cheap knife. Young jarheads don't make much. Yeah, that's interesting that this is an interesting thing to talk about. One of my best friends growing up joined the Marines. And I remember after he got back from a deployment, I was hanging out with him, and he was showing me his knife, and it was a CRKT M16. And he was telling me that that was the knife that most of his buddies carried. Everyone's seen it. It's a classic CRKT knife. Pretty popular. Actually, I'd say very popular. I've never owned one. It's this one right here. Let me pull it up. Yeah, it's this one. Maybe not this exact one, but it's that style. It's a smack on the fingers for being. Oh, okay. So you got in trouble. Uh-oh. So yeah, he said most of his fellow Marines were carrying one of these bad boys, which is probably fine, you know. I think they make some in like nicer blade steel, but these are $40, and they come with Sandvik C or 12C27, which is yucky. But they're, I mean, I could be wrong, but I bet mostly their knives are for like self-defense, probably, in like combat situations rather than like working with it. But that's just a guess. I don't really know. These have like big old, it's almost like a cross guard. That's kind of interesting. Is it an auto? There's a red button. No, it's manual. Huh. Weird. Designed by Kit Carson, early tactical folder maker and designer. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I mean, yeah, it is a freaking classic. Definitely. I used to own a lot of these old Gerbers and Kershaws. You know, you can go to like a Big Five or, you know, whatever, some kind of sporting goods store. And you can pick up a Kershaw for like $10, $12. And they're like the really low end Kershaws that I don't even know if they're like on their website. Usually I don't even recognize them when I look at them, but they're like uber low end Kershaws. And I carried those for years, most of my life. You don't really keep your knives sharp until you get into knives, because I mean, for years it had shitty blade steel. I didn't sharpen them that much, and if I did, I would like do a half-ass job on the stone, you know. So I'm sure my knives were dull as shit for years and years. The secondary locking mechanism locks the back. Oh, okay. Oh, that red tab. Okay, gotcha. This one I think actually looks kind of cool. I kind of like that blade shape there. Go to Amazon and search Kershaw, and then do the price filter and put it to like, what the fuck? And put it really low and see what the cheapest Kershaw is. Let's see, up to $25. Okay, yeah, $20. Kershaw Appa. Kershaw filter for 24. A shuffle 2 for 22. Camshaft for 23. Yeah, so there's really cheap Kershaws that I've never even heard of. What's up, Goondocks? Yeah, so the announcement is there's going to be a big giveaway coming soon, because TRM sent me an Atom to give away to you guys. This is a brand new Atom in natural micarta scales in 20 CV. And one of you guys are going to be have a chance to win it. The entry video will be coming out soon, so keep an eye out for it in the next day or two. Dopey, there you go, buddy. TRM sent me a brand new TRM Atom, if you didn't hear me just now. that one of you guys are going to win. How cool is that? The K-Bar USMC is probably the most iconic fixed blade up there with the Buck 110. That's just the classic K-Bar, right? Yeah. Definitely. I wanted one of those when I was a kid. M16 was the worst knife I ever carried. Yeah, the action was not good. I actually remember that specifically when I was trying my buddies way back then. I remember I flipped it and it didn't pop out all the way. And I was like, what? I think that might have been my first time using a flipper tab, actually. And yeah, it did not pop out. So yeah, you can get Kershaw's for like $20. 32, 21. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's a copper cinder. This is a tiny knife. It's actually a Rick Hinderer design. So this is probably the cheapest Hinderer you can get. $21. See, it says right there, Hinderer. I don't know. That's so weird. Like, why did he do that? Oh shit! Really? M16 gave you 16 stitches when it cut me to the bone after the lock failed. Shit, man. Fuck. That's no bueno. Here's a titanium frame lock for $25. Weird. All right, folks. Well, we got to wrap this up. I got to take Floki for a walk and make dinner. But yeah, good time as always. Stay tuned for the giveaway video. Make sure you watch it all the way through because you need to know the keyword to put in the comment. I'm going to think about how to do this giveaway. I'm not sure if you're going to have to be present in a live stream to win it. I'm leaning toward that direction. I think how I'm going to do it is you watch the entry video to learn how to win. You leave a comment in that video with the keyword. And then during the video, I'm going to say, hey, you need to be in this live stream to win. It's going to be on this day at this very specific time. So it'll be like 6:30. I'm going to draw the winners. So if someone's at work or they can't hang out for the whole stream, they can come in at exactly 6:30, pop on, watch me draw it, see if they win, and then go back to work or whatever they're doing. I think that's how we're going to do it. But watch the entry video to find out for sure. I think that was a good idea. I think we're going to do that. Give Floki some good dog pets for me. I will. In fact, where is he? Did I put him out? Let's see if he wants to say hi. Floki, come and say hi, bud. Come up here. Come up here. There's the buddy. Look at Mr. Floki. He's a Mr. Floki. Who's got the best 20.5 skills, OG, Rips, or Chroma? I don't know. I know that I had some from OG. I bought some aluminum scales from them when I had my my D2 20.5, and they were great. I think they make titanium ones too now. It's just upside down cross. It's not necessarily a bad religion tattoo. My buddy at work got 75 stitches. Jeez, where did it cut him? Fuck, dude, that's so gnarly. Thought that was inflatable too, man. That's funny. Man, chainsaw. You do not want to get in a chainsaw accident. Fuck. Jeez. Well, yeah, send some good vibes over to that dude. Drisky, you snap out of it. You snap out of it now. It's not worth the money. I just tried one. I just tried two, actually. They're really good, but not worth $300. Absolutely not. And I'm being completely honest here. And I did a whole video on it, but you'll see it soon. But I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler on my opinion of it. People told me the walk and talk on the Jack Wolves was like mind-blowingly good. It's the snappiest thing ever, dude. It's like unbelievable. It's great. It's not at all better than the Ohio River Jack. I'm being 100% straightforward. It is not better than an ORJ for $135. So keep that in mind. Same exact materials. M390 in titanium and micarta. Same exact materials as Jack Wolf. Same quality of action. I mean, look at that. Same exact knife, just the designs are different. So if you really like the aesthetic of the Jack Wolf, I like them too. But that's really the only difference. And the blades are going to be thinner grinds. You know, the blades are really the stars of the show. They're the best thing on the Jack Wolf, and they are good, very good. But is it worth an extra? What is it? 100? What is it? What's the difference? I'm so bad at math. 300 minus 135. Is it worth $165? Not to me. The RJ is why I never picked up a Jack Wolf. Couldn't justify the price difference, and I love the feel. Yeah, me too. If the ORJs weren't around, I might have a Jack Wolf right now. I don't know. But thank God for ORJs. Damn. I think this is the best ORJ blade shape, the Warncliffe. It's my favorite, but they're all really good. Above the knee, inches from his femoral artery. Holy fuck. God, that's scary. Well, best wishes to that dude. All right. Let's wrap her on up. Did I miss the giveaway announcement? TRM Atom. Graciously given to me by TRM to give away to you guys. Learn how to win in an upcoming video. It'll probably be out in the next day or two. It'll give you all the information you need to know to learn how to win this knife. Mizmi, you didn't hear it either? Jeez. Yeah, this is the big announcement. TRM sent me a brand new Atom to give away. 20 CV and contoured natural brown micarta scales. One of the best knives ever. Seriously, one of the best knives ever made. And I get to give it away. I'm so stoked. So, yeah. There will be a video coming out in the next couple of days that will show you and tell you how to enter to win it. So, there you go. Naked group hugs. Get in here, everybody. Get on in here. Bring it in. All right. Let's get out of here. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. That's it. I love you. I'll see you soon. Later.